Hey, it's Poopy. This week I answered the question, what was my least favorite class in school? And it was actually harder than I thought because I actually liked school. I liked English. I had creative writing that I liked. I didn't mind diagramming sentences because it was kind of like an analytical thing. I liked art classes. Music was okay, except for we learned about, Gershwin and all kind of music that didn't interest me as a kid and had to learn how to play the flutophone or whatever recorder. But then I got to thinking, biology and chemistry really not really wasn't for me. Um, I don't mind science. I like science now. I like um, astronomy, physics, stuff like that. But I don't know. For some reason, I don't know if it was the teacher, the way I interacted with the teacher, or it was probably just I found the periodic table boring. It's like, holy smokes, this thing is like a puzzle, and I do not like puzzles. And biology, it was like we didn't really do anything unless we had a lab, and we just learned about stuff, and it was like, oh. So those were probably my two least favorite, I guess. But I did have a class that was just the teacher was bad, and so it made the first year of this class fun at first, and then bad. So Spanish 2, right? I did a whole year of Spanish, which was okay. Spanish 2, we have a new teacher at the beginning of the year, and this guy was terrible. Um, he brought Spanish cigarettes in and passed them around so we could see what authentic Spanish cigarettes look like in high school. Uh, he couldn't control the class. It was mostly our fault, but once you lose control of teenagers, you've lost control. I remember we had to bring food in, and my neighbor and we made these pancake things. I don't remember what they're called. We put fish food in them. You could see big flakes of fish food. We put an entire bottle of red food coloring in one, and an entire bottle of green food coloring in another. We had coffee con leche that had X-Lax in it, and it was real gritty. I don't remember what we put in it, like Metamucil or something. Nobody ate any of the stuff we brought, and I think he tried it, and I think he had some of the drink, but maybe that's just my memories, wishful thinking. But anyway, so we didn't learn anything, and they ended up getting rid of him. And the second half of the year, we had a really good teacher, Mrs. Eli, and she doesn't know how ridiculous this was, right? So she's catching up and doesn't realize this is Spanish 2. We know a little bit. We know like maybe first year stuff. So the end of the year comes, and it's my senior year of high school. And we have to take our finals. And it is the last final that I have to take is my Spanish 2 final. So tests get passed out. And she says, does anybody have any questions? And I'm like, yes, I do. What do we do? She goes, well, the directions are right there. And I'm like, these are in Spanish. I have no idea what this is asking me. Um, so I did a little quick tabulation in my head, and I'm like, real quick, filled out multiple choice and turned it in. And I'm like, look, if I get an F on this, I get a B for the year. If I get anything above a C, I get an A. So it's my very last minute of high school, and I'm going to be a big shot. I'm graduating. World, look out, here I come. That's what I'm thinking. So I just turned in my test and took off. And I don't know what she thought of that. I ended up getting a D or something. Did get a B for the year. But yeah, it's funny that those two classes were probably my least favorite. And then this Spanish class, it was just like, it was cringy. It was cringy at best. And first it started off and we thought, oh, this is going to be hilarious because we're going to run over this, we're just going to screw around all year. And then they brought in a real teacher and kind of slowed our roll.